everyone! Obviously, we're switching things up a little bit for this episode. I love talking to you guys like in the car, going to work, but these days I just enjoy slower mornings. I don't talk to myself even in the car. I just stay silent. I don't even like turn on the radio. We're just gonna chill in the comfort of my bedroom with, what's her name again? I think it's Kiki. This is my little sister's Monster X Punbantal. Look at how huge this is. This is very huge. I'm probably gonna change the name of this series because obviously we're not driving. But I don't know I'm gonna change it to what lah. If you have any suggestions, leave it in comments down below. Before we start, I feel the need to share the inspiration behind today's video. Number one, I just recently watched To All the Boys, Always and Forever. So naturally, I feel like I should write 23 love letters to all of the boys I've had a crush on. And number two, I had this weird dream the other day. I have a crush on this boy. We were like catching up, macam kawan lama, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but we were catching up. We DM'd each other and he asked me out for lunch, and then I go to the restaurant and I saw him doing his work, but he completely forgot about our lunch date, and I feel like really bummed. And when I wake up in the morning, I listen to Taylor Swift because that's what you do when you're heartbroken. Am I right? It's a little bit embarrassing to admit that I have a crush right now. There's like no problem having a crush or anything. It's just that when you're in high school, having a crush is pretty cute. When I was in high school, I jumped from one crush to another like it's nothing, you know. And then when I got to college, it still is cute. And especially when in college, it's a lot harder to keep track on all of your crushes because there's like an influx of cute boys in college from all of these different faculties. So now that I'm 24, I feel like the scope of developing a crush gets smaller, especially now that I rarely go out. And if I do, there's like zero chance of me catching feelings to strangers, except for that one time when I worked at TGV Cinemas. This was before COVID, by the way. There's this one customer, he was really cute. He was with a friend. He wore this red leather jacket and a white tee inside, which is really... And then, fun thing happened when I got off work. Niya pun siyang abis tengok wayang, and he smiled at me, which is really cute. You know, the fun thing about having crushes, it enlightens your day-to-day life. I always refer to my crushes as like catalysts. I remember having this huge crush on this one boy. He's from another class, but from time to time, we would combine classes and we would study together in this huge lecture hall. I always remember looking forward to class because that's the only time I get to see him. And then one day he was absent and I was like so bummed because the only time I get to see him is during class. Because our campus is like very huge, right? I never get to see him outside of class, and pretty sad lah because I was looking forward to see him. But then on the same day, on the evening, my housemates and I, we went to this bazaar. The power of bazaar, man. I actually like seliseh with my crush. I remember him looking like so freaking adorable. I remember him wearing this t-shirt or maybe jersey, and then he has his cap on, but his cap was like depan belakang, you know, the one like the palanya di belakang, you know, the type. I've always have like soft spots for people wearing caps like that, so yeah. They were very supportive lah. They were like, oh my god, I think he noticed you, I think he has a crush on you too. They were very supportive and I really appreciate that at that moment. But at the end of the semester, I think I found out that he has a girlfriend, so yeah, I moved on. But from time to time, whenever he posts like a selfie before work, I fangirl a little bit, so yeah. And sometimes, like, I feel like crushes, they bring out the best in you. Most people can relate to this, but every time I'm attracted to someone, I would literally stalk them to death. Not in a creepy way lah, but I would literally stalk them on every social media platform. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn even. And most of the time after I stalk my crushes, I always get inspired, you know. For example, back when I was in high school I didn't stalk them lah because we're practically in the same school, right? There's this one guy that I have a crush on. He's just overall a very nice person. He's super sweet, super gentle, and super kind. I feel like nobody ever talks bad about him. Not ever. He always makes me feel like I want to be a better person, you know? If I'm doing something, he always motivates me to like do it properly, like excel in whatever I'm doing. And whenever I feel like I have a bad mood, he He basically like lifts my mood, and I really appreciate him for that. He just inspired me to become a better person. I also read somewhere that we develop a crush on someone because we want to mirror that person's traits. I feel like I always take the good from whatever my crushes do or did back then, which is really nice. There's a lot of encounters of me picking up good traits from my past crushes, which I'm really thankful for. Statistically, well, according to my statistics, it is very unlikely for you to end up with a crush. I mean, it can happen. It happened to me once, but most of the time, no. Well, some crushes, they stick for a long time, years even. I read a few times that people say if you like someone for more than 3 months or something, it's not just a crush, it's love. But I think that's crap. Puncanya banyak lah orang dah di love ku na. I've had like intense crushes for years, and they're just crushes. I don't love them. And there's the thing about using the word love. I feel like people these days, they use the sentence I love you recklessly. People say I love you like it's nothing. Like, bruh, you're spitting out I love yous non-stop. That's not okay. Well, I'm not condemning anyone who says I love you on a daily basis. Like, I used to be that person as well, which I really regret because I feel like I should have simpan the I love you for like the proper moment, you know? I mean, are you really in love, or are you just in love with the idea of love? I like you is pretty cute too. There's nothing wrong with I like you. I feel like I like you is cuter even. So anyways, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I mean, I haven't fangirl to anyone in such a long time, so I feel like I need to spit it out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to hear me ngerepak even more. I doubt it, but you know, for fun, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
For more